This is so unfortunate. A state like Odisha, which only had very peaceful people living there, with no clashes when BJD was in power, suddenly with a change of power, change of government, and the Bharatiya Janata Party coming into power, the dynamics on the ground have changed. And it has come down to the same problem where two groups continue to clash, and that those clashes are used to fill more poison in the minds of the people. What has happened in Cuttack is a sad reflection of what Bharatiya Janata Party, when in government, can do to the people of the state. Divide the people of the state for their own politics. Extremely unfortunate, and I hope the law and order prevails and people of Odisha realize that they are being used as mere tools to create fights amongst the two groups so as to create more tension and to politically benefit the BJP. So I'm hoping that people of Odisha would see through this politics and would maintain peace, maintain calm, and all those who are behind these clashes should be arrested as soon as possible. And for VHP to enter the equation, for anyone else to enter the equation, again speaks volumes about what the agenda truly is. It is so unfortunate that so many children have died on the basis of a prescription, but it is not the prescription which is the problem. The problem are the cough syrups and the quality checks that are not being done. So it's I would say the one person responsible for this, the one ministry responsible for this is the health ministry, and every state board that should be going through adequate checks and balances and quality checks and ensure that there are no poor quality drugs being given to people who come from the marginalized communities having to suffer this. And what Kamal Nath ji is saying should be investigated thoroughly, because I wouldn't put it past the government that they have been absolutely undermining the processes of quality checks, processes of how the people who are in the marginalized society are getting their medication. Extremely, extremely saddening, extremely unfortunate that in a country of 1.4 billion people, we are unable, and when we boast about the fourth largest economy, third largest economy, we are unable to provide basic checks and balances in terms of the medication that are being given to the children. So a thorough investigation is needed. Even if it is a retired Supreme Court judge sitting and investigating this needs to be done so that it is not just prioritized, but also justice is done. And in the future, India doesn't read such sad reports about children having lost their lives because of inability of the governments to check drug control. Absolutely. Nitish Kumar ji has been the face of Bihar for several years, along with the Bharatiya Janata Party, barring some months in between, a few period in between. However, people of Bihar who had entrusted Mr. Nitish Kumar with the responsibility of providing development and progress in Bihar have felt a sense of failure in terms of what it was delivered to them. What was delivered is corruption, joblessness, no growth story, and people migrating from Bihar. What Tejasvi Yadav ji is saying is actually the voice of thousands and lakhs of the youth of Bihar who were hoping that they would get some opportunities in Bihar and they would not have to migrate to other states to be able to provide for their families. So I totally am in agreement with Tejasvi Yadav ji that in the coming times, BJP, by the virtue of backstabbing Nitish Kumar ji, as well as people of Bihar, realizing that Nitish Kumar ji hasn't lived up to his potential, will not vote for him and will vote for a different government, for a new government and a newer voice and a younger voice. Tejasvi Yadav ji has been working for the people of Bihar as a deputy chief minister. He has handled his responsibilities, which he was appreciated for, and hopefully he would be given charge of Bihar, and Bihar would see new development and new vision that will take Bihar forward. I totally am in agreement with what RJD thinks, because it is for the mandate of the people, for people to choose between leadership as to who would lead and who would be the choice of leadership. And leaving them with no choice creates a problem. I have been saying this emphatically at every point post the election. If you analyze the Maharashtra elections, while there is the vote chori and we've seen voter additions and deletions, we also saw that people of Maharashtra wanted to popularly see Uddhav Thackeray ji announced as the chief ministerial candidate. However, the Mahavikas Aghadi could not come to a consensus, and because of which a lot of I would say the results that came out is a reflection of that. And that is something Uddhav Thackeray ji also continued to say, that announce whichever name you wish to announce, but there has to be a person leading this campaign, which unfortunately did not happen. And maybe we should learn our lessons as India Alliance learn our lessons that our fight is bigger. Our fight is against the constitutional undermining that is happening by the central government, the centralization of power, how democracy is being undermined, how people are being threatened into silence. So our cause needs to be bigger than who will be in power. And considering that Tejasvi Yadavji and RJD have been working actively on ground, are exceedingly popular, I would really hope that that is a decision that is taken sooner rather than later.
Yesterday, did name-taking ceremony for Mr. Raut's grandchild, and this is the third visit to Matoshri after.
No, that wasn't
July.
at Matoshri. That was at a naming ceremony that happened. But however, this was a private function and it was a moment of celebration. We shouldn't be reading too much politics into it. At the same time, the people of Maharashtra at the NSCI Dome have shown that how excited they are and how looking forward they are to this alliance coming together of two brothers who were separated due to circumstances, were not working together due to circumstances. But people of Maharashtra hope to see them united, hope to see them take the battle head on and fight together. So the talks and the intention is in the right direction, hoping that we would be able to bring everything together so that people of Maharashtra have an alternate besides what we are seeing in terms of governance in Maharashtra right now.
There's some speculation says that next election, the corporation election together.
No, that is something that both have been starting to speak about, and like I said, at the NSCI Dome, the kind of positive response that came from the people and how people were excited about the idea of both of them coming together also makes us believe that we have a commitment to people of Maharashtra who feel that this would be, the coming together would strengthen the voice of Maharashtra, and if that does work, the alliance does come about, it would benefit the people of Maharashtra.